Where did Jesus go after he died? Hey, Jordan here for Bible and Archaeology. We had this question come in, and so we want to take a moment to not give you an answer, because the simple truth is there is no clean answer within the biblical text to this question. There are traditions that have grown outside of the text, some of which look back to specific verses to try to provide an answer, but the New Testament does not provide one clear and concise answer to this question. We have a tradition of the crucifixion of Jesus and then the resurrection. What happens in between sits in this space of mystery. So while we have things like the Apostles' Creed that say Jesus was crucified, died, was buried, and descended into hell, that's a tradition that grows out of interpretations of specific biblical texts. Biblical texts like we see in Ephesians 4, where Ephesians 4:9 says, when it says he ascended, what does it mean but that he also descended into the lower parts of the earth? 1 Peter 3:19 gives us a little bit more, in which he also went and made a proclamation to the spirits in prison. 1 Peter 4:6 goes a little bit further to say that the gospel was proclaimed even to the dead. Now, not everyone agrees that there's a connection between what we get in 1 Peter 3 and 1 Peter 4, or that what we have in 1 Peter agrees with what we see in Ephesians. Complicating things even further is Luke 23:43, as Jesus turns to the man being crucified next to him and says, "Truly I tell you, today you will be with me in paradise." So is Jesus descending down to testify to the spirits and the dead, or is Jesus going into paradise? Between the death and the resurrection, we have a gray area that the New Testament simply does not address in a way that can give us a satisfactory answer to the question, where did Jesus go after he died? We get later interpretations that build off of texts like what we have in Ephesians and 1 Peter, but there's no clear and concise answer, which is really what we would expect about something as debated as this, because there is no uniform perspective on Jesus' divinity or humanity or ministry within the texts of the New Testament. So where did Jesus go after he died? It depends on what text you read.